Hey, cats and kittens. Had to share this with you because it's semi-hilarious. So I had a device that I had sent out for some warranty repair. It's something I use in the studio every day. They sent it back and it was on the truck for delivery by FedEx on Thursday. Now, I didn't need it till Friday, but I had to do some reprogramming because it's one of those devices, and that's cool. That would have given me 24 hours to do that. All good. Doesn't show up on Thursday. That's happened before. I'm sure it's happened to you. I'll let it slide. I get a message, don't worry, it's back on the truck on Friday. Okay, I'm down with that. And I wait all day Friday, it doesn't come. That's really weird. It's on the truck. And I even watched the FedEx truck go around my little cul-de-sac at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon and take off. And I'm like, okay, well, don't worry, maybe they put it on a special truck. You know, the special truck. So I waited. And then around 7 o'clock at night, I called them and said, hey, it was supposed to come today. I had a session, could have used it. I actually was going to use it. It was worked out that there was something it was going to be perfect for. And they're like, okay, hold on. We're going to do a little search. Long story short, they come back and say, hey, yeah, they scanned it, but it didn't really go on the truck. Sometimes that happens. Well, we'll try to get it to you tomorrow on Saturday, but at the very least, you will have this on Monday. And I was like, well, I'm not really crazy about this, but what are you going to do? I'm not in charge. They're the delivery company. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. So, doorbell rings yesterday, Saturday. Guy comes to the door. Says, are you Ed Pedersen? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, I found this in the middle of the road. What? He's like, yeah. And he hands me this box. He's like, it has a label from FedEx. It's got your name on it and your address. So I plugged it into my GPS and I thought I'd bring it over to you because it seemed weird. I thought I'd do the right thing. I don't live around here, but it was just there on, kind of not in the middle of the road, but on the side of the road. It was in the road. I was like, it's in the road. He's like, yeah. And it's not like a little box, right? It's a pretty good size box, right? I mean, use my head for comparison. So it's a little weird. Completely sealed, nothing wrong with the box. Call FedEx. And I said, hey, you know that box of mine that you think you're going to deliver on Monday? Guy's like, yeah. I'm like, it ain't coming Monday. He's like, what do you mean it's not coming Monday? I said, it's not coming Monday. I'm like, you don't have it. He's like, what do you mean we don't have it? I said, well, a really nice electrician just came to my door and said he found it on the side of the road. And the guy's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, guy found it in the road. He doesn't live around here. He was out doing a job and he saw this package and he picked it up. Figured out who, plugged it in, brought it over to me. I had to tell the guy at FedEx this story 5 times because he couldn't believe it. So my question, first of all, I said to him, I have 2 words for you. Drug testing, right? And I said, second of all, it was never on the truck yesterday on Friday, and it sure as hell was never going to be delivered today. And he went and checked it out, and he's like, well, he goes, I don't know what they told you previously, but it was only scanned once on Thursday. So all I know is it was scanned on Thursday. The driver doesn't scan it until he delivers it. So obviously it was never delivered to be scanned, but it was scanned when it was put on the truck on Thursday. So I said, you're saying to me that this package has been laying outside for the last 3 days? He's like, yes, I think that's what I'm saying to you. I mean, the guy was beside himself. He was almost stammering because he couldn't believe. Again, I had to tell him the story 5 times before he understood, wait a second, somebody found this package on the side of the road. And my question is, how did it fall off the truck? Like, did the guy just leave the door open and it flew out the truck? Like, how does it end up on the side of the road? Like, I'm not in the delivery business, but if I'm in the delivery business, I damn sure want to know where my deliveries are. My packages. The guy couldn't believe it. Actually made his day. He was having a really bad day. His computer was freezing and a lot of people were bitching at him. And I didn't bitch at him. I just said, man, drug testing. So I got the package. It wasn't in bad shape, but apparently it had been outside for almost 3 days and no one had picked it up or done it. I mean, how fortunate are we that somebody didn't walk off with it, you know, open it up, see it's something valuable and go pawn it or something. I mean, that was amazing in itself. It was also amazing this like wonderful guy was cool and brought it over. I'm like, can't believe that. Yeah. So next time when you lost your package, look on the side of the road.